This joint practice between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams has been something special. You know, these camps aren't just about getting reps, they come with a historic rivalry and some of the best moments in recent NFL memory. I keep thinking back to those battles between Aaron Donald and Zach Martin, how tough those matchups were. Donald might be one of the best defensive players in the league, but against the Cowboys, he's never really dominated the way you'd expect. Those practices were always hard-hitting, intense, and they set the tone for the entire offseason. This year feels no different. The energy, the competition, it's living up to all that hype. Now, while it might look a bit wild at times, we'll get into that. We all know Jerry Jones plays this game like no one else. The guy's a marketing genius, seriously. Think about it. How do you make back the huge money you're investing in star players? You stay front and center in the media all offseason long. He's done it before with CeeDee Lamb, with Dak Prescott, and even with Emmitt Smith back in the day. That spotlight is part of the strategy, and it works every time. So when you see all the chatter around camp, don't panic. It's all part of the plan. We're not losing Micah Parsons anytime soon, either. Trust me on that. There's always some negotiation behind the scenes, and Jerry's got it handled. So as this camp unfolds, just remember, the big picture is what matters. The Cowboys are ready, and all this hype is fueling the fire for the season ahead. Now, I want to ask you, what's your favorite memory from past Cowboys versus Rams joint camps? Drop it in the comments below. And hey, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the latest Cowboys updates this season. We're building something special here together. Let's jump into the action on the field and talk about some of the plays and players that have really stood out during this joint practice. First up, you can't ignore CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. When those two are on the field together, it's almost guaranteed someone's going to be open. And if it's not one of them, Jake Ferguson is sneaking out there, quietly making his presence felt. It's like having multiple weapons ready to explode when the ball is snapped, and that's a huge advantage for the Cowboys' offense. Then there's the running back situation. It feels like a dual-headed monster is forming, with a couple of backs showing real toughness and skill. It's exciting to watch because it means the Cowboys are deep at that position, which always helps control the game. You'll notice when the ones are out, Lamb, Pickens, the main guys, versus the 2s and 3s like Donovan Ezra, who's been making some solid plays on defense, including interceptions. Speaking of defense, Maris Bell has been getting a lot of buzz, and rightly so. He's showing the kind of athleticism and physicality that could earn him the starting spot in the secondary. Alongside Malik Hooker, these two might form a strong last line of defense. The offensive line also deserves some credit. Cooper Beebe has been impressive, especially with his ability to get out quickly after the snap and make plays happen. When your center can do that, it opens up a lot of running lanes and gives the quarterback time to make his reads. You can see the push they're getting up front on runs, which makes a big difference. What's really cool is that even with the slowed down and fast forward clips, the toughness and energy from both teams are clear. This isn't just a fun scrimmage, it's hard-nosed football. That's what you want to see from your Cowboys, players battling and earning every yard. Now, here's a question for you. Which player has impressed you most so far in camp? Is it CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, or Maris Bell? Let me know your pick in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss any Insider Cowboys news and updates throughout the season. Now, let's talk about some of the controversial moments and why this camp is being called a bit of a clown show right now. You might have seen that touchdown that's got everyone talking, the one that definitely raised some eyebrows and would almost certainly get reviewed in a real game. The defender looked like he had a play on the ball, but the call went the other way. Plays like that can make fans scratch their heads. But remember, preseason camps and joint practices aren't always about perfect execution or flawless officiating. A lot of what you're seeing right now is normal for this stage of preparation. Teams hold back their full playbooks. They're not trying to reveal everything just yet. They're protecting their secrets. So even if it looks a little chaotic or like a circus at times, these players are still getting in serious work. The physicality and intensity are there, even if the schemes aren't fully in place. And make no mistake, these joint practices are no joke. You're seeing real scrums, real contact, and players going all out. It's just that they're keeping it controlled so they don't give away too much. Think of it as a strategic chess match. Coaches are watching closely, figuring out who their go-to guys are, who steps up under pressure, and who needs more time. So, don't let the early camp clown show label fool you. This is all part of the process, and the Cowboys are building towards something solid. When the pads go on for the real games, things will look a lot cleaner and more polished. Here's a question for you. Have you ever watched a preseason moment that made you question the refs or players? What's the wildest thing you've seen in a camp or preseason game? Share your stories down in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Cowboys News TV for more in-depth Cowboys coverage all year long. Let's shift the focus to Joe Milton and that incredible bomb he threw in camp, the one everyone's been talking about. You can't deny Milton's got a rocket arm. That throw absolutely launched downfield, and it caught a lot of attention early on. But here's the thing, as much as fans love to spark debates, the question isn't really about who throws the hardest ball. It's about what kind of quarterback leads the team week after week. Dak Prescott isn't just a guy who can throw well. He's a master at reading defenses, making adjustments, and calling plays at the line of scrimmage. That's what separates him. His ability to recognize what's coming and switch things up on the fly is a big reason he's so successful, especially against the NFC East, where he's won 33 games. Fans might want to see what Milton looked like with the starting offense, but the reality is, you have to ask yourself, do you really want what you get? When you get what you wanted, Dak is the unquestioned QB1, and that's not just because he's the veteran. It's because of his leadership and how he commands the offense. Joe Milton is a solid backup, a guy who can come in when needed and deliver, but the starting role is Dak's to lose. That's a position the Cowboys have confidence in heading into the season. This debate is fun for fans, but at the end of the day, it's Dak's offense, Dak's playbook, and Dak's leadership that will steer this team. So, it's okay to appreciate Milton's arm and his potential without getting caught up in starting quarterback rumors. Now, quick question for you. Are you confident that Dak Prescott will lead the Cowboys this season? Just type yes or no in the comments. I want to see where the fan base stands. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button to stay connected with all things Cowboys, because we're just getting started this season. To wrap things up, let's talk about what the coach has said regarding the team's approach during this joint practice and the preseason in general. According to the coach, the team is playing vanilla football right now. What that means is they're keeping things simple, not showing too much of their playbook or strategic secrets. It's smart. Why give your opponents a sneak peek at your full arsenal before the real games start? We're seeing a basic offense, but even with that, the team is moving the ball and getting yardage. That tells you there's talent and discipline underneath it all. The goal right now is to assess who the starters need to be, who the backups are, and who's ready to step up when called upon. That's what preseason is for. There's also reassurance about the big contract situation. Micah Parsons is not going anywhere. The front office has this under control, and Jerry Jones made it clear fans shouldn't lose sleep over it. That kind of confidence from ownership helps the whole team stay focused. Looking ahead, don't expect to see the full playbook until the regular season kicks off. The coaches want to keep their strategies under wraps and avoid giving any hints to opponents. So, what you're seeing now is just the foundation being laid. If you believe this Cowboys team is ready to make a serious run this season, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Join the Cowboys News TV community and stay up to date with everything Dallas Cowboys throughout the year. Thanks for sticking with me through this breakdown. I appreciate every one of you checking in and sharing your thoughts. We're all in this together, rooting for the Cowboys to come out strong and chase the championship. I'll see you next time with more updates and insights.